Hello there, and welcome to a brand new day. Now, yesterday we talked to wives and we talked about the importance of having a meek and gentle spirit. Now, husbands, listen, this is for you. You see, unconsciously, if you were raised in Africa, there is the tendency to have that idea or impression that your wife is not up to your standard. Let me put it in another way. You feel like your wife is a little lower than you, that you are high up there because you are the husband, you are the head, then your wife is down, is kind of below you. That is not true. And that's why some men treat their wives the way they treat them. Now, there is a scripture in the Bible, there's an injunction, there's an encouragement for you. If you really want to enjoy your wife and enjoy God, because if your prayers are not answered, there's no way you can enjoy God. There's a way you are supposed to treat your wife. And the Bible makes us realize that your wife is weaker than you, but is equal to you. So you don't maltreat her. You don't treat her like she's less of a human. You don't oppress her because she's not as strong as you are. You don't treat her like crap. You don't treat her like furniture because you've spent money. Oh, you've paid a bride price. Oh, you've provided. Oh, you're working so hard to ensure that she has upkeep. You are providing for the home financially. That is not all. There is more to keeping a home, being the head of a home, than financial provision. What about the emotional well-being of your wife and your children? What about psychological well-being? What about their spiritual well-being? All those are also equally important. They're important roles that you need to ensure you fulfill as a husband. Your wife should not be looking for a shoulder to cry on. You see, women are emotionally wired. And let me just read this scripture for you. You'll understand exactly what I'm trying to say better. It's a Family Impact Daily Bible Meditation scripture for today. 1 Peter 3:7. I'm reading from MSG. It says, the same goes for you husbands. Be good husbands to your wives. Honor them. Delight in them. As women, they lack some of your advantages. But in the new life of God's grace, you are equals. Treat your wife then as equals so that your prayers don't run aground. Other scriptures will say so that your prayers will not be hindered. I'm reading 1 Peter 3:7. The primary difference in that scripture is emotional capacity. A lot of women, the way we are wired, we are emotionally wired. That's why at times something happens and you ask your wife, what's the matter? And your wife says no. You said, well, if you say nothing, then there's nothing. You are not treating your wife well. That is exactly what he's saying. Don't be harsh. Don't be tough. She's not tough like you. For a lot of men, things happen and they have moved on. They overlook it. It's because of their emotional wiring. We don't have time. We could have talked about how the brain develops in a man and in a boy and in a girl. Right from the womb, there's a difference between the development of the left and right hemisphere in the boy and in the girl. So that's what makes your wife to be very, very emotional. So when she's saying nothing, we all know that there is something wrong. In fact, you have looked at her face and you know that something is wrong with this person. Pet her. Don't say yes. If you say nothing, then nothing on your done. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That scripture says so that your prayer will not be answered. If you read some other scriptures, it says your wife is more delicate than you. Treat her like unto a weaker vessel. Treat her like someone who is delicate, somebody that should be carried with caution, with care, with affection, with pampering. That is it. That is how you should treat your wife. And then you will get good results from that woman. The woman will love on you. The woman will be ready to give her life for you. The woman will be ready to give her all for you. Just treat her right. Treat her well. Don't be harsh. She's not like you. She's not wired the way you're wired. You can afford to just move on like that. She just needs some little pampering, some little time, some little care, some little affection, to get there. In every way, your wife is different from you. So treat her right. Treat her with tender, loving care. And you will get more from your marriage relationship. You will have peace. When you've gone from morning till night, you need a place of rest, a place of succor. So prepare the bed you want to lie on. They say that as you lay your bed, so you lie on it. But when you have rough-handled your wife, you have been harsh, you've spoken harsh words to her, you are not showing empathy, she doesn't even have a shoulder to cry on, she doesn't have somebody treating her, like she's fragile, just come around and, she's all locked up. So treat your wife right. In fact, the Bible says so that your prayers will not be answered. That is very grave. Treat your wife right. Give her time to come up to your level. Okay? And you will enjoy your marriage more.